Hello students, I am VK Anwat and this is our fifth subject, Geography of Soil. In the chapter number, last chapter, Soil Classification, in that we are going to focus upon the basis of the soil classification in the zonal, intrazonal and azonal. The intrazonal soils, in last lecture we discussed upon the zonal soils and now we are going to focus upon the intrazonal soils. What is intrazonal soils? The intrazonal soil possess in general the characteristics which mark them out as a distinct and different from the zonal soils. In other words, the effect of the local factors, topography, drainage, etc. is superimposed on that the active soil forming agents. It's a local factor which affect upon the soil, and such a type of the soil types has been generated, and this generated or the occur types of the soil is known as the intrazonal soil. The important intrazonal soils are like is first saline or the alkaline soil, then Rendzina soil and bog, or it's also known as the marsh soil. The in that first the saline or the alkaline soil, as we know the what is saline and alkaline soil or the solid soil. Generally, this soil is developed into the arid and semi-arid region, whereas the rainfall is very scanty or very less, and its area whereas the water table is very high, means on the very depth level. Soluble sodium slots are accumulated on the soil surface due to the capillary rise. In saline soil, the salts usually present are the chlorides, sulfate, carbonates, etc. The soil reaction is alkaline and pH is more than 7. The second one is the Rendzina soil. What is Rendzina? In the temperate region, Rendzina soil are very often formed from the calcareous limestone. The clay remains saturated with the calcium and the soil is neutral in the reactions. Horizon A is a dark gray in color while the lower layer, horizon C, is light gray or even white in a color. Horizon B is usually absent. So this Rendzina soil is where is developed due to the high temperature region, and it's formed from the calcareous limestone. Then another one types of this soil is the bog or the marsh soil. In tropical and subtropical regions, this soil develop in the presence of a high water table in the podzol zone. These soil are formed under the swampy conditions in the presence of large quantities of the organic matter. The profile usually consists of two horizons, A and C. The presence of the underground water impedes the process of elevation and elevation. This process we discussed in the last lecture, with the result that the horizon B is absent or the very weak development. Means this type of soil is developed whereas the water table is in a podzol zone, and this is formed under the swampy condition. Swampy condition means where is a frequently this water frequently this soil is contact with the water, and such a swampy area has been developed. Like a Sundarban is the best example of that one. After this, intrazonal is divided into three parts. Now we are going to focus upon the azonal soil. development of this soil has been influenced by more by the nature of its parent material is known as the Enzymal soil. Means its development of the soil has been influenced more by the nature of its parent material. Okay, this soil is divided into the three parts. First is the lithosols, then rigosols and alluvium. What is lithosols? This soil have a very thin layer and are full of the stones, and they are usually situated on the slopy terrains where no soil development is possible. Means this soil is very thin layer, and means for the development of such a soil has required more time. They are usually situated on the slopy terrains, whereas steep slopes on the more than the gentle slope. In such area, this lithosols has been found. We can get example of the Himalayan region. Then rigosols. What is rigosol? These are also underdeveloped soil. Means this is a mature soil and consist mainly of loose or unconsolidated sand such as the sand dunes. Lithosols and rigosols have no agricultural significance. Such type of soil is not used into the agriculture practices because of the maturity and the absence of the clay materials in this soil is responsible for they are not used into the soil. But in some area whereas the evidently irrigation system is developed nowadays, in such area the plantation agriculture rise into the such a rigorous type of the area. We can get the example of foothill near to the foothills of the Himalayan region. Then last one, the alluvium. Alluvium soil is derived from the water deposited sediments. Most alluvium are highly fertile soil. These are the deposits of silt and other fine material brought down by rivers, sometimes over long distances. As the materials are deposited every year, they have had no time for the soil development, and these soil are deep and do not show prominent horizon development. This alluvium soil is how to form its. Everyone know that due to the flood condition of the river, that time the new materials or the new soil carry with this water and it's deposited into the surrounding area of this or the surrounding bank of the river, and this is soil are deep and do not show the prominent horizon development because of due to the every year deposition of these horizons there is no any kinds of the specific layers has been shown. This soil is vary greatly in their physical and chemical properties. Drainage conditions also create many variation, and mostly these soil are poorly drained and have a grayish color with the mottling. Most of these soils are acidic, thus in the drier area, soils developed on the older alluvium is generally show the development of profile characteristics. Means the old alluvium and the newer alluvium, on the base of that the many times these are the poorly drained and have a grayish color with the mottlings, and most of these soils are the acidic because of the higher irrigations is responsible for this acidity and alkalinity of this soil. Okay, means in this session we focused upon the intrazonal soils, in that it's divided in saline and alkaline soil, then randzinous soils and bog or marshy or the marsh soils. Then the ozonal soils also divided in lithosols, regosols and alluvium. Thank you very much.